Hey y'all, it's Girl Breen at Cryptic Tales of Tarot. This was probably like the third time that I've tried to make this video, so I'm taking it as a lesson here, but I know I've been away for a few days and that's because I've been thinking about creating another channel. I know it's like, oh my gosh, but don't worry. It's just that I don't like the way that this channel has turned out with. I think the bitch looks sloppy. I just think that it looks sloppy with how I was posting videos and reposting them and trying to fuck around with the algorithm to see what was working, what wasn't, and I just don't like it. I just don't like the way that it looks, and or the homepage, nothing. So yeah, I've been thinking a lot about that and I just want to have a new look here. So, but what's today? Thursday? I hope you guys have been having a good month of June so far. Oh, 6/11. 6/11. Hmm. And I hope you guys enjoyed the videos that I posted with the music. If not, it's fine. Maybe you guys just didn't give a shit, have never heard of the bands, or uh, just didn't like the music, period. I mean, I saw some people who viewed it and some people who didn't, but for me, those songs were definitely. I was introduced to that music at a young age, and it helped me get through the dark night of the soul a lot. And the separation between me and my divine masculine. But I'll tell you what, like, it's not the only music that I know of. Trust me. I mean, yes, I was introduced to that music, but as I've gotten older, I have a much more bigger variety, okay? I mean, I love rock, classic rock, heavy metal, thrash metal, um, and bluegrass, believe it or not. But anyways, pay attention to all of the synchronicities, okay, with 111, 222, 333, 311, 444, 411. I've been seeing 555 a lot. A lot of fucking changes is happening, okay? In good and bad ways. Just expect the unexpected, basically. Some of you guys could have seen 666, which, I mean, it's not the mark of the beast. I only saw that number like one time, really. Y'all could be seeing a lot of sevens, okay, and a lot of eights, like 88, 888, 818, 808. And on June 6th, which was 66, we just had the June 6th portal. Y'all could be seeing 999 and 1111, the gateway to heaven. And pay attention to all of the animals and insects that you're seeing outside. I'm talking about ladybugs, crows, ravens, owls, blue jays, hummingbirds, finches, cardinals, even eagles. all types of butterflies. I'm not sure if I said ladybug yet, but ladybug, lizards, dragonflies. I'm onto something. And snakes. But for the collective, the snakes, that means that you still need to pay attention to who the hell is in your circle because you still have some hidden enemies around. Anyways, I'm gonna wow, 5:53 on the timer. Oh, and the biggest one, the two other biggest numbers that I've been seeing is 144 and 4:30 and 9:14. So, 6:26 on the timer. This this video may have to be turned into two parts. I don't know, but just hear it out. So I know that we had the last full moon last month, May 31st, and it was in Sagittarius, which is very fiery. Um, yes, even though it was last month and we are now in the month of June, the last full moon was considered a blue moon because that was the second full moon that we had last month. That kind of shit doesn't happen very often. But when it does, get ready for it. There's going to be a lot of emotions that happened and are still currently happening today. Okay? Let's see. And you could have experienced a roller coaster of emotions between then and now. Okay? Because the energy is still heavy, it's very strong. And you could have had a hard time dealing with these emotions. And that's because a lot of memories came to the surface. Okay, and some memories were nostalgic, but others were painful. And I think that the painful memories probably had something to do with traumatic experiences that were never dealt with properly. And that's because you didn't want to think about them. And probably ever since that traumatic event happened, whenever it has popped up in your mind, you use some sort of vice, whether it was drugs or alcohol, to numb the pain, or you distracted yourself with something else. Let's see. Oh, and then like that new YouTube channel, I'm definitely using my cards much, much more because this is a pain in the ass, but I get channeled messages and channeled songs. Okay. But no matter how much you kept ignoring these memories, they still kept crawling back up to the surface. And that was the universe's way of saying, hey, motherfucker, you are going to have to face this inner demon once and for all and heal it. Okay? Even if that means that you go into isolation for a while and, you know, get away from any vices or people that are bad influences or places that you shouldn't be, hanging around at because it doesn't let you think. On another note, between the last full moon and now, whoever has left your life, that's it. The chapter's over with. Okay? Whether you ended on good terms or bad terms, just that chapter with that individual is closed. Cierra. Like cierra la puerta, close the door. And I've had a feeling that many of you cried out of frustration and happiness. I think the tears of frustration came from both the collective population and those in the Satanic Coven. I'm saying this because, based on my own personal experience, yo, I cried about everything that's happened to me over the past 10 years. Okay, which included betrayal from everyone that I thought was my friend, especially with how easily they were manipulated by the lies and false narratives that my karmic masculine told them. And you know what? Regardless, regardless if they had confronted me about those rumors or not, the fact of the matter is that, they still got involved in strategizing about all the ways that they were going to torture me. Torture me until I wanted to give up on life. That's what fucking blows my mind the most, people. Tough pill to swallow. So, because I mean, even though I was introduced to these people through my divine masculine, when I found out the truth of what was going on, for the longest time, these people, they grew on me and they started to feel like family, okay? And little did I know that these people were all nothing but thieves, lies, murderers, and pedophiles, all with fake smiles. They all had, what's the word? Underlying missions, not missions, but just had dirty, evil secrets about them that they hid behind their fake smiles and didn't look at people as human beings that actually deserved compassion, empathy, sympathy. It was just like always calculating how they could use other people or use each other. All fucked up shit. So, like I said, it made me question fucking, who the hell was I hanging out with? What kind of people was I hanging out with? And when my divine masculine found out the truth, I think he was thinking the same shit. Like, I think it might have been a punch to the face. Like the rose colored glasses coming off. Okay. And also, after he realized that his friends created the rumor mill, and no, just to make me look like a fucking, I was the target of the rumor mill. And he realized that, he did participate with all that shit, but I've mentioned that more than enough, and I forgive, and unfortunately, because he got involved, he broke his own heart. Here's a side note. The coven doesn't believe a single thing that the karmic masculine says anymore, because the divine feminine's been proven innocent of all accusations. So some people feel bad now, but others fully enjoy torturing me and watching me suffer. So people need help. People fucking need help. 15:55 on the timer. Okay. And I know that my divine masculine is wondering if I still love him, and the answer is a big ass yes. I forgive you, and I know that you're scared of being rejected, but I want the reunion just as much as you do. Because, like I've mentioned before, we got screwed over out of having an honest and serious second chance at romance. Because there were people in the background doing black magic on us. So we got fucked over. It wasn't a true fair chance. Let's see. Get some water. Hold on. Okay. Warning. Warning. The divine masculine needs to know that the karmic masculine has been doing black magic on him to prevent him from moving towards the divine feminine. I'm going to say that again. The divine masculine needs to know that the karmic masculine has been doing black magic on him to prevent him from moving towards the divine feminine. And when that little spam phone call came up, that's confirmation right there, dude. Everything that happens in a reading means something. So, and you must remember that the karmic masculine loves to fuck with people and their minds and play mind games. He just loves fucking around with a person's psyche to the point where he drives them crazy, making them question their own sanity, and they end up, checking out. But karmic masculine has been doing mental mind illusion spells and sending spells to the divine masculine. It's spells to cause fear. It's mental mind illusion magic to make you overanalyze the whole situation of moving forward and sending magic to scare you about being rejected if you take that leap of faith. Yeah. Soak that shit in. That has been. This karmic masculine has gone to all lengths to try to prevent this reunion and to try to prevent the divine masculine and the divine feminine from being happy. And this is a person, that's so fucking miserable themselves that it's like misery loves company. That's this person. Okay? And the spell work is also meant to make the masculine paranoid. Okay? Making you paranoid, afraid, overthink, all of that. So that's one of the main reasons why this reunion has been dragging the fuck out. Now, the Divine Masculine is going to find out about this if he hasn't already, and it's going to cause a lot of tension between him and the Karmic Masculine. Unfortunately, there may be a physical altercation that breaks out. I hope it doesn't, but I mean, if it does, without a doubt, it's going to be the Karmic Masculine that throws the first punch because he reacts based off of his emotions. And, I don't know about you guys, but growing up, I was always told that, I mean, shit, if someone hits me in the face, I'm gonna hit them back in defense. I'm not just gonna take the beating. Fuck that. Defend yourself. I'm not condoning fights. I am not at all condoning any fighting, okay? And I mean, shit, this could be it could be a verbal altercation, but let me tell you what, um, the karmic masculine would be going over to the divine masculine's house and, like, throwing his balls up in the masculine's face. Even though the karmic is in the masculine's house, he's gonna throw his balls up in the masculine's face and try to tell him like it is. Like, listen, as a matter of fact, I own the feminine because I did binding spells on her to make her my property. So you can never have her, and that's that. Well, we all know that that's bullshit because there's been divine intervention and people in this coven have been falling down the rabbit hole one by one by one, and there's been spiritual court, and the karmic masculine has a lot of legal issues going on already in the 3D that he ain't got no business fucking around with anybody and telling anybody what to do, how to do. Bitch, stay in your own fucking lane and mind your own goddamn business. I mean, if you would have minded your own business to begin with, this bullshit wouldn't have happened. Anyways, and believe it or not, but the karmic masculine still wants to fight the divine feminine because she keeps rejecting him. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Well, I've never lied with anything that I've said, and I know that the karmic masculine has tried to do everything in his power to prove that I'm a fake and a fraud on here. And no, I know what I know. I get the messages, I get the downloads, and I know what I know. That's it. But how do I say? I've had dreams where the karmic masculine made his way into the dream, and it's just nothing but harassment and taunting. But because of that, all access denied, all access to my energy denied, because once again, you broke spiritual laws, you were warned, you don't pay attention to any fucking warning that you're given, and you always overstep your boundaries. And because you did what you did, uh, no entrance, like nothing at all, period. And you know what? I don't want to see your ass. Not even, not in person, not in my dream, nothing. I'm repulsed with everything that you have done. I'm repulsed. And the more love spells that you kept doing, it just made me even more repulsed. It's like, just get the fuck away. You're not wanted, you're not needed, just nothing but a fucking pest and a nuisance. And a blood sucking energy vampire, a monster from hell. I would consider you a monster that's the equivalent to Ted Bundy and a Jeffrey Dahmer, but more of like a Ted Bundy, because he was a fucking monster from hell, cold blooded as shit, just like you are. Let's see. And do not, I repeat, do not come to my house trying to beg for a place to stay or for money, because if I remember correctly, you wanted me to be broke and homeless. All that spell work you did on me, it worked. That's when I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But when I caught on to what was going on and my spiritual talents were awakening, oh yeah. I knew that it was you and a lot of, a lot of everybody else. Not just you, but a whole bunch of other people. And it's the audacity that you would actually try to come to my dwelling all nice and sweet and even try to propose to me. Oh, the fuck out of here with that shit. Bitch, first of all, I would know that that engagement ring is cursed. Okay? And, well, if you ever came to my house, I wouldn't open the fucking door. First and foremost, I wouldn't even open the door. Just go grab something to defend myself and call the cops. Because I know that once you get rejected entrance to my house, you're gonna go ballistic. Because that's just how you are. But hypothetically, say if I did open the door and you would try to beg, cry, plead, whatever, fuck no. It's a fuck no. And And the engagement ring, I guarantee you stole it from somebody, or you did sexual favors to get money to buy it and then cursed it or whatever. No, don't get ahead of yourself. Just don't get ahead of yourself. And remember, that's breaking spiritual law again, because the divine and my archangels and my other spiritual team of ancestors have completely denied you all access to be anywhere around me. And not only that, I know for the longest time that you thought that I was a dumbass, but even if you still think that, I know in my heart and in my mind that I'm not a fucking dumbass. And I would not get with you if you were the last person on this planet. And if it was up to us to keep humanity going, I'm sorry, but humanity is gonna die off. And not only that, but I refuse to let anybody destroy my body, my vessel, with an STD, because you have HIV. You have HIV, and you have spread it around to many other people in the coven through all kinds of sex magic that you guys have been doing with your rituals and shit. So I highly suggest that anybody who has been involved with not just sex, not just the sexual rituals, but uh blood rituals where pricking each other's fingers or whatever, and you're using the same needle to prick, or if you have done any drugs like heroin, shooting up, go get your ass tested with the quickness, because you could have it and not even know about it. And for anybody out there who's got it, I'm not talking shit about you. It's unfortunate that you got it, but the reason why I'm bringing it up with my karmic masculine is because he's known about this shit and does not care about anybody else and who he gives it to, as long as he gets his rituals done and tries to manifest what he wants. Because he cares about himself, that's it. So, just wanted to make that clear. I'm not talking shit about anybody out there, the general public that has it. I'm very sorry. It's unfortunate. You know, they do have new medications on the market to help, make it manageable and so that you can live longer. It just sucks that there's no cure for it, but one day, hopefully, there will be a cure for it. But in this case, this karmic masculine is just out of control. I just had a download. This karmic has a kid. that kid needs to be tested because who knows how long the karmic masculine has had HIV for, and the karmic's karmic had their kid. If she had it and didn't know about it, she could have passed it to the child through the birth canal. Just saying. And get checked for all STDs in general: gonorrhea, chlamydia, herpes, all of it. Damn, I just went on a rant like a fucking mother hen or a nurse, but fuck it. I mean, we're all adults here and had to be said. Let's see here. Uh, in addition to this, I cried after I found out why so many bad things were happening to me. These events included my karmic masculine telling my divine masculine a lie about me and then bribing him to leave me by ghosting me. Then shit got worse when I didn't feel welcomed anywhere and got rejected from social events by those I once considered my family, my friends. My karmic masculine came up with all kinds of lies about me, and everyone just followed along. That was weird how I said that. Excuse me if they're fucking with my throat chakra. Everybody just followed along with the lies and rumors that the karmic was creating about me. Okay, and a smear campaign. It turned into a smear campaign. Okay, and it was to make me look like just a big ass monster. And that I didn't deserve to be treated like a human being and basically, worse than an animal. And I wanted me to look like a fucking monster, especially to my divine masculine as well. Especially when it comes to creating the lie about me having an STD. Everything that the karmic masculine was saying about me, it was all about him. It was really all the shit about him. You know, dur, dur, dur. And then, and seeing how these people, uh, they're in a satanic coven. Of course, they used all kinds of black magic, all kinds of black magic on me, which started with me losing the love of my life, aka my divine masculine. And then my karmic masculine did magic to bind me to him so that I would become his property and so that he could have total control over my life and every department. And I mean, not just taking away the love of my life, wanted to make sure that I would never feel love again or think that my masculine would ever come back to me, which I haven't give up hope on. And you know what? Neither should you guys out there. Even though this masculine has taken fucking forever and a day, that's just because y'all know he's had so many people chirping in his ear about what he should and shouldn't do. And he's also very embarrassed to admit a secret to you about something bad that he did to you. It was it was pretty low. That whatever this person did something pretty low. And it's gonna make you angry and upset when you first hear about it. And but don't react with anger. Just listen to this person about why they did what they did. And they're gonna apologize immensely. Yes, you're gonna cry because it's gonna be hurtful and painful. But it's also gonna show you the type of influence that his friends had over him, which I think he's kicked out a lot of them, if not damn near all of them, except for like maybe 5 people. Okay, and you're gonna have to no. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be angry, but don't cuss. Don't. It's gonna be hard not to cuss. But try your best not to, don't slap or hit, nothing. Just listen. Just listen, and what's gonna be said, it needs to be a conversation that's had sober, okay? Because, like I said before, there's nothing wrong with indulging in moderation, but with this conversation, you need to be sober. What else? Okay. Oh, and the black magic also involved not just, being homeless and in poverty, no career or job or money. It was also chaos magic with struggling just to get through daily life. There was always something coming up, something complicated that came up that made shit more difficult than what it had to be. The karmic masculine and the satanic coven, they did that just because they could. And family dynamics were affected by this because if you have come from a very tight knit family, oh, the mission was to make you guys so angry at each other. You didn't want to speak to each other. And it's like, y'all probably thought to yourselves, what the fuck? We used to be so close and tight knit. What's going on? It was chaos magic. And if one of your loved ones passed away in a very dark way, that was due to the coven, because the whole thing was to cause you to have so many heartaches in your life that you just couldn't take it anymore, and you would have a nervous breakdown and crawl into a fetal position and just want to die. Okay, and they could have also um one of your favorite animals, pets, could have passed away. I'm seeing dogs. If any of you have dogs out there, especially, white colored dogs, doesn't matter if it's a Chihuahua or a Dachshund or whatever, this dog could have been very close to you. It's like, you got a friend in me. If you had to put that dog down for whatever reason, or, it started developing ailments, that was the coven. 45, 45 on the timer as I say that. Can't make this shit up. What the hell else? Furthermore, I cried from the physical and psychological side effects. From the physical and psychological side effects that were caused by the black magic. I wouldn't wish this shit on anyone, and when I say psychological side effects, it was the psychic attacks. The psychic attacks were hardcore. Hardcore. Relentless and brutal. If you go look up psychic attacks on the computer, every fucking thing that's mentioned there, been through it. And I had to fight through it. It was awful. And the physical side effects, just weird, random ailments. And a lot of you guys out there, the collective, y'all experience the same shit. Ailments that you could not figure out what was it being caused by. You probably had a lot of doctor's appointments to try and figure it out, and they couldn't figure it out. I mean, shit, some of you guys, as myself, bedridden. Bedridden for a while because you all could have had a phase where your body just ate like a fucking senior citizen. No offense to senior citizens out there. Your body and your muscles just ached and you could barely move because this coven, they've been trying to cause you problems any way that they can. Whether, death by car accident, death by terminal illness, um, heart attack, stroke, heartache of all sorts, physical ailments of, like I said, feeling like sore, your muscles, you can't move much, you feel like just like an old person. Sorry. And you could have, if you had a job at that point, you could have lost your job because you had to call out too much. Because you could barely fucking move. Or maybe you had a phase where really bad acid reflux with anything you ate. And uh, throwing up randomly anywhere. Embarrassing. Or you could have just experienced random nausea out of the blue. It's not like you had eaten anything that was bad or spoiled, nothing like that. But all of a sudden you start to feel, but you still had to manage to get through the day and to get shit done. And if any of you guys had family members to help you out around the house with household duties, then you're lucky. You're very lucky. Because not everybody had that. Let's see. Yeah, I wouldn't wish this shit on anybody. But on the bright side, I cried out of joy when I chose to use YouTube as a platform to inform the public about what these people were doing to me and to the rest of the collective population out there, because the collective population is all over the world, and the satanic coven that's been attacking me isn't the only satanic coven. There's many more around the world too. I'm busy! There's another sign of someone trying to distract me and shut me up, but they used it through another vessel. Anyways, because I know that the people who have been attacking me, y'all want me to shut the fuck up. Just like every other whistleblower out there, all the other covens and secret societies out there want all of us truth speakers to shut up, but we're not. And you know, like I said, I cried out of joy when I realized that I could use the internet to tell my side of the story, because it was the whole shit for so long was just based off of what my karmic masculine said. That's it. Nobody had asked me anything, nothing. And then silenced me by isolation spells. But, I have chosen to use social media in a proper, responsible way to tell my story and to speak up for other people in the collective population who need to have their story told. Okay, and I know that without a doubt, with all the magic that the coven did in the beginning when it worked, they were so happy. They were celebrating and crying tears of joy that they were manifesting everything that they wanted, all the luxuries that they wanted at the time, all of it. But now they are crying out of frustration and fear because karma is knocking at their door, and it has been for a while. And, because trust me, karma doesn't miss a fucking address. The divine doesn't miss an address. It's still going on, and it's gonna get much, much worse. Everything that was wished upon me, it's all gonna go back. So many people going to prison. A lot of law enforcement has been involved in the background, putting the pieces of the puzzle together of this crime, or excuse me, crimes, because it's not just the satanic coven. They have been connected to other secret organizations like the mafia, which I don't want any trouble with. I'm just speaking the facts. They could have also been involved with the Freemasons as well. Everybody's got connections, and that is why I gave this coven the nickname of the Death Magic Coven Mafia because it operated like a fucking mafia. And these people do have connections to an actual, real mafia. All over the world. People in the mafia all over the world. But I don't want any bullshit, like I said. And a lot of connections to Freemasons. I mean, shit. There could be people that are in the Satanic Coven and in the Freemasons. Just saying. So, and also, crying, like I said, out of fear, anxiety, paranoia about what's gonna happen next because this has been everything from intent to harm, premeditated murder, tax evasion, tax fraud, um, harming children in various ways, and animals in various ways as well. Okay. I'm gonna leave this part right here, and then you have part two recording coming up. Bye bye.